The tea with Nikki and Emoji. The tea, the tea, the tea. The time, the truth, the talk.
Feel the night pain. Get up off your sass. Queens ring the party. Get up off your sass.
This is the tea.
And now, Burlington's own darling TV queens, straight from the heart of the Queen City, Emoji Nightmare and Nikki Champagne!
This is the tea.
Welcome to The Tea, two queens bringing together arts and activism. I'm Emoji Nightmare.
And I'm Nikki Champagne, and we have another enthralling lineup for you today. Coming off the dance floor and onto our couch, Mecca!
And the queens that seem to have been around since the dawn of time, the House of Lemay, are here. How did we get such history on our set?
Herstory.
Herstory.
Well, I'm really excited that Mother's Day just passed.
Me too.
Celebrating all the moms around the world.
We love our mamas. We have this interesting thing, like you and I do, whenever I happen to be texting or on the phone with Nikki, your literal biological mother.
My bio mama is always calling. Always calling.
Always.
Thanks, Mom.
We
love
compete
the
for
calls.
Nikki time.
And
Hardcore.
every time that I call Emoji, she is on a walk with her mom. So great timing.
You gotta get this figure somehow.
With a corset.
Yeah. Rude. But we also need to celebrate our drag mothers too. So a thing in drag culture is that the mother is the person who sort of guided us along and set us free to be the creatures that we are now. And so for me, that's Major Phase of all people.
Major Phase.
We have a bit of a different aesthetic, I would say. I wear lashes. And Major's actually going to be on the show next week, so we can talk.
Can't wait to dish all about this tea.
Yeah.
So, in your original drag name was What's Her Face, correct?
That's what you'd call me. What's her face?
What's Her Face? Well, I was lucky to have the one and only Kitty Von Teese, who is now in the concrete jungle and just came back from DragCon. Meow. Yeah. My little burlesque mommy.
Yeah, so what did Kitty do for you? Besides, like, you definitely picked up a lot of, like, of her, like, performing style.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is what I did. She did nothing else. She watched me paint, and that's about it. So even when it was terrible, she said, "Great job, honey." She was a very encouraging mother, as long as she had a bottle of whiskey in front of her. So,
That sounds about similar to, Major Face and I's story. Like, Major would be like, if you want to get ready at my place, come on over. And we would just, I would stand at some random mirror in his room and just, like, paint face like I was intruding in someone's private space. But that's okay, because what rhymes with space? Major Face!
wow, that was a line right there.
That was a line.
We are painting a wonderful picture of what drag mothers are. I have to say, they just neglected us, let us be.
But we're encouraging and said,
yeah,
good job.
You're doing things.
You're doing
and
things.
We are proud of that.
Yeah.
But there are drag mothers out there, especially for the pageant girls, who are getting them ready and being those stage moms.
Gotta learn songs and dances and
How to pivot, turn, and twirl. How to
wave,
beat
answer
that
questions.
mug.
Yeah. Where are your jewels?
Yeah, where are your jewels?
This isn't a great example of subtle drag, and like drag.
So you're serving.
I'm serving.
I was going to say fish, but your hair is anything but.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Wow. Enough about moms and enough about fish. Let's talk about something Emoji tries sometimes to do, which is dance. We have Mecca here coming in off the dance floor into our studio. Welcome, Mecca.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Exciting.
So I just want to address the tension in the room. You two competed against each other in Vermont Idol, and
He's like, oh yeah.
and you beat her. Correct. Wiped her.
He doesn't even remember.
I
He was like, was I there that night?
It was a fun night. I liked
It was
that was
fun.
It
Yeah.
was all good fun, all good fun. There were tennis rackets and finger lights and slaying the house down boots.
Boots. Yeah, I think Nikki loves to bring up any time that I was the third best anything. So there it was.
Well, I see that the tension has resolved. I'm glad that I brought that up.
Yes, we can breathe the same air. It's good. It's good.
Except for the fact I heard a little discussion beforehand that you unfriended her and then you had to refriend.
No, I think I liked your Emoji Nightmare page. I
Oh,
don't
and
think
I always felt like we were connected.
Yeah,
and then
well,
all
I
of a
mean,
sudden-
1 degree of separation.
That is
probably.
That's true. And I was just always like, oh, we're already friends. And then I went to go message you or do something, and I was like, oh, I guess we're not friends. Okay, cool. But we are now. We are now. You know, there are some people who are very block friendly in this community, and I'm not one of them.
Well, so we
Dance
just
around that subject.
Yeah.
Right.
How did you get into dancing? Like, what inspired you to start?
So it was actually when I went to Linden State College, and I was a peer leader, and our team helped coordinate the orientations for the incoming freshmen. And like a tradition we had every year, it was the day before classes started. We put on this like thing called the variety show, where we did skits of cool things from the year that the freshmen were born up until present. And one year our ending dance thing was Party Rock Anthem. So we had to learn to shuffle or whatever. And this was back in 2011, I want to say. And I could not dance. If you asked me if I could dance, I'd be like, nah. And so I learned that there, and I was like, this is really cool. And I went on YouTube and found more videos of people shuffling and stuff. And I had taught myself how to shuffle, and kind of the rest is history. I've just every time I see YouTube videos where someone's dancing really cool, I'm like, oh, I want to learn that. That looks really cool. And
Do you
now
need
we're
to
here.
do you need to have music to dance? I'm very curious about this.
Yes and no.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I wonder if you can show us something. We have all sorts of copyright issues here because we're so official on VCAM. But no, but I would love to see something after the segment if it's possible. If you could show us the shuffling and such.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So the only shuffle that I know is the Cupid shuffle. Is this what we're talking about?
We're not. We're talking about
Card
the
shuffling.
I can shuffle a deck of cards. Yeah. We're talking about the Melbourne Shuffle. It was an underground rave style dance that I think it started up in the 90s in Melbourne, Australia. Melbourne Shuffle.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and Party Rock Anthem, in their music video, they used that dance because I guess the choreographer was in Australia, and I was like, oh, this is really cool, and now it's here. So it's a lot less underground now, but that's where it came from. And that was the first style I learned. It was very cool.
Wow. And so you said that you learned all of these different dance styles from YouTube videos?
Yeah.
What are some of the other styles that you got into?
So after Melbourne Shuffle, I think, voguing was the next thing I found through a friend just linking me a video of it was actually a European ball, I think. And I was like, what are they doing? I was like, this is really cool. And so then just related videos, I started going through it, and I was like, oh, so this is what this comes from? And I'm like, oh, this is what category is means. This is where Yas came from. And now we're here.
So when you're talking about voguing, we're not talking about Madonna's Vogue.
Yes, we are actually.
We are? Okay.
Yeah, so voguing, there's three distinct styles of voguing. Madonna's Vogue, it was choreographed by, if you know who choreographed this, please don't kill me. I want to say it was Jose Extravaganza. I want to say that.
Birth name, I'm sure,
it
right?
was,
Extravaganza?
What?
The House of Extravaganza. Come
Yeah.
on, girl.
It was-
Paris is burning.
It was either- Yeah,
I don't know
I think it was
anything.
either Willy Ninja or Jose Extravaganza. I want to say it was Extravaganza. I'm sorry, I don't know. But that's called Old Way, which is a lot of the posing and framing, and it's a lot of making lines and doing all this. And so there's Old Way, and the New Way is kind of it's Old Way, except you've got a lot of quicker hand motions and a lot more snappy stuff, and it's a lot more flexibility too. Nowadays you'll see a lot of people doing ridiculous contortions with New Way. It's pretty cool. And the version I learned, which is kind of like I want to say it's the millennial version, but that's a terrible term. Vogue Femme, which is it's like voguing, except it's like kind of like overly feminine motions, which is where you get like the hands, like the nice
It's more
flowy
wavy.
hands. You're like, yes,
Right?
yes. Look, it's like Jessica Rabbit. Have you ever seen Who Framed Roger Rabbit? And she walks out and she is just like more hips than anything you've ever seen, and just I'm everything and I get all the boys, whatever. It's very much like that.
We now know the motivation. Okay.
Yep, so those are the 3 distinct styles of Vogue, and what you're seeing in Madonna's Vogue video is Old Way, because it's, what year was that released? 95? Question mark? I don't know, I'm sorry.
You are throwing out all the facts today. We're going to have a little fact checker on the bottom.
Yeah, the House of Lemay should know that. I was, they're probably more up on their 90s trivia than I am. So yeah, great.
So we had a quick mention there of the ball culture, and I know we're not just talking about balls, like the bouncing kind, the soccer kind.
I was thinking when we were talking about balls, it was like a very formal, like a ball where you see in like Disney movies, right?
Oh, that's what you were thinking about?
Yeah. I went like total PG when I thought about balls.
Okay.
And so anyway.
Soccer balls are PG. I mean,
That's true.
Yeah,
I wasn't thinking about it.
that's what I was thinking.
I said bouncing balls and soccer balls. I have
Exactly, yeah.
no idea what you're
Tennis
talking about.
balls.
Okay. Okay.
So
Which of these balls?
Yeah, what balls are we talking about?
So the balls we're talking about, in like when people say like ballroom culture, I guess, is when. So I guess we started back 60s, maybe. I think it was earlier than the 60s. Fact check. So you had these, like the ballroom culture was made by Black and Latino, like queer people, and it was like a community centered around trans people, because back then, like everyone in New York, like if you wanted to go and be a model, if you wanted to go be a dancer, you would get told no, especially if you were non-binary, if you were trans, like nah. And so they made their own community where you can be that model, you can be that dancer, you can be like your own celebrity, and you're gonna get accepted for it. You're gonna get accepted for your work and not judged on like who you are as a person. In this scene, they have like a ball is like a competition. It's almost like you can almost think of it like a track meet. Almost, that's what I think of. So
we got
you
some
have
javelin, shot
different houses. Like you mentioned, like the House of Extravaganza. You have like House of La Beja, House of Ebony, House of Milan. Like you have these houses.
of
A lot.
Lemay.
I was gonna ask. House of
So is
Lemay.
the House of Lemay, like, are they also Voguers? I'll test them to this.
So why I say it's like a track meet, you have all of these different categories. Like a category is, so you might have category is like European runway, and you'll have like whoever wants to compete, you have people from different houses competing, like who's the best.
It's like Harry
European
Potter.
Yeah, sure. And they'll compete against each other, and you have the judges who will like decide who wins, and you'll have like voguing, like different performance categories, and like people will compete from different houses. So that's why I say it's like a track meet. You have like different teams, and then you have people that walk all these different categories against each other. So that's what like a ball is. It's like it is kind of like if you were to see like Beauty and the Beast ball. Everyone's coming into the ballroom, sitting at their tables, and you have the runway in the middle, the judges panel up.
Wow,
there,
it really
and
kind of was more like.
yeah, except like
Wow.
obviously back
I'm, like,
then,
so
like
shocked
the
by this.
community that's putting on these balls aren't gonna have all this money. Obviously, they weren't like these privileged people in this 80th story, whatever skyscraper in New York, whatever. So they make the ballroom what they can make the ballroom, and it's all your attitude is all how you sell it. It's all your imagination. It's who you want to be, and you might be in the gym at the YMCA. But really, you are at the Staples Center. It's sold out. That's probably a terrible ballroom, the Staples Center. I'm sorry. You get my point.
Well, should we transform the VCAM studios into
a ballroom?
I don't see why not.
All right,
I
let's
wish
do
we
this
could,
right
like,
now. I want, yeah.
You want to snap the fingers and just
Yeah.
it's a ballroom now.
I want to. We should do some of this. I want to learn how to shuffle. God damn it.
You want to shuffle?
Yeah.
You wanna
will
shuffle?
Will you show me how to shuffle?
In heels, it
Yeah.
can be done.
Oh, good.
It's dangerous.
Pick up anything. I've been looking to break a new limb.
I can show you what it is though.
Let's do it. Yeah. Let's we'll just be right back. We're gonna rearrange the studio and get some shuffling done.
We're gonna shuffle.
We're gonna shuffle.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're back, and we are going to shuffle. Is this the Australian shuffle?
The Melbourne.
The
shuffle,
Melbourne.
yeah. Well, actually, yeah. There's actually in Australia. There's a bunch of different styles of the shuffle too. Kind of like voguing. How when people pick it up from like different countries or whatever, they kind of add their own style. Depends on what music. There's way too many of them to go over. But the style that I kind of do is called the Melbourne rocking. Yeah, it's kind
Fat Joe, lean. No, was that?
Lean
was that,
with it, rock.
Was that Fat Joe? No, that's
have no
different.
idea who
Lean
that
back was Fat Joe. Big Fat Joe fan. No.
Okay, so shuffling, it's really it's like a freestyle dance. It has two components to it. The one you can probably do the easiest in heels.
Yes.
Is the first component is the running man. So do you want? It's not your Janet Jackson running man though.
Okay.
The shufflers get really pressed when you like start doing it.
Here we go.
So you want you have your feet kind of just chilling apart, and so you're basically gonna make like a triangle with your feet, right? So you're gonna the back foot is gonna go up and then down, while this foot goes back. So it's gonna look like this, like that. And then
We're gonna fall.
so we're gonna go up. So one foot's in the air, one's on the ground, and they're at the center. And then
I took a step forward. That's all
you
I
gotta
did.
be brave in heels, and you gotta be safe in
So
heels. 'cause
back
ain't
goes
nobody-
up first, like
Yep.
this, and then like that.
Wait,
That
Maybe
is
not so much.
fine for heels. Yeah.
wait. Well, I don't want to know about fine for heels. I want to win. I want to win the ball, girl. So,
Yep.
so which one?
The one in the back goes
what?
up,
Okay.
and then the one in the back ends up.
I'm already hot.
So you're basically making a
Turn those air
triangle.
conditioners back on. Okay, I'm making a triangle.
Yeah.
I can't. So,
My neck is making noise.
Oh yeah, pretty much. Then
Yeah,
you
look at
add
that.
your own little flair to it.
Slay
whatever.
girl.
But, I mean, with heels, you do what you can without falling down.
okay,
Um,
can we do
so-
some hand movement voguing? Like, I feel like I could do that in heels.
We can do voguing. Oh yes, yes,
Vogue,
yes.
vogue,
Hands
vogue.
to hands works. Okay,
Okay,
so
great.
Voguing is a lot of let's see. I can teach you waves. Waves are really fun to do. And you can do it in heels really easily. It works really well with performance. So in voguing, like when people are like doing like hands performance, you'll see a lot
See me
of
with them
like
hands.
people. Yes, yes, yes. Like a lot of like flowy hands all over the place. Look at me. Yes. And how you do that is actually really easy.
Okay.
So what we're picturing here is, or what you're gonna like kind of try to do is almost like you're drawing these like circles and round shapes with your wrist.
Art.
Your wrist is what's moving around, and your hand just stays limp. So that's how you get this nice, flowy. Yes.
Oh, like those like
I feel-
inflatable people.
I was just about to say that.
A little more grace, but yeah, like, it's
that graceful.
I was doing this.
but yes, that's how you can get these nice, smooth, feminine movements. They don't
See,
have to
I
be
feel like I
fast.
can
You
do this a
take
lot
your
better.
time. Yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
And
yes,
then
yes.
you can bring it together into poses. Poses.
This is too much.
Can we go back to our mannequin challenge?
The mannequin challenge.
Is that the posing that we're talking about?
It can be. So what the poses in voguing come from basically like what you would see in Vogue magazine, where you see people like doing all these modeling poses. Because back then, if you were
Mind
if you
blown.
were
Yeah, I
like
didn't know
Black or
that.
Latino, if you were queer, if you were trans, ain't nobody gonna put you in a magazine. So what do? Well, in the ballroom culture, then you put yourself in the magazine. You make all your poses. You show everyone that you can be that model. And that's where a lot of the poses come from.
Yes.
Wow.
I'm so glad we're doing this because I'm really learning things.
That's why
Yay.
it's called like voguing, is because you're magazining. Like, Vogue mag-
Wow. I have learned so much today.
Maybe everyone knew this, and I was just like, That,
Well,
like-
I've seen Paris is Burning. I feel like
Okay,
that's
yeah.
what everyone should see.
Yeah, that's a really good documentary. There's another one that came out this year, maybe called Kiki. I haven't seen it yet. I think it's available on iTunes for purchase. But yeah, that's another ballroom scene documentary. I haven't seen it, so I don't know exactly what it focuses on, but it's worth the watch. A bunch of people in the community that are really well respected have plugged for it, so I would definitely check that out on iTunes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We should do that.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much
I have
for...
to cool off because all that triangling.
Yes,
Running.
and our inflatable arm man. But we will be right back once we're able to set up with our next guest. Thank you so much, Mecca.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
There we go.
Now that we got some water and we're able to relax a little bit after our dancing extravaganza,
Am I?
we are ready for our next guests.
It's the House of Lemay!
Welcome.
How are things in the hot damn trailer park up in Beaver Dam? Beaver Pond.
It's wonderful up there.
one
A
day.
little muddy.
Yeah, a little. Yeah, we are at the Hot Dam Trailer Park in Beaver Pond, Vermont, up in the Northeast Queendom, you know.
You have to come up and visit
The
sometime.
NEQ. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I will need map quest directions, I think, to get there, but...
Yeah, it's up in the Northeast Queendom on the other side of the mountain.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Up in the
Great.
Beaver Valley.
Yeah, is the sap done running? I heard you did a little sugar review.
Well, we had our Sap Tappin' Mud
Sap
Flappin'
Tappin',
review
that's
2
right.
weeks ago, yes.
Okay.
At the
How
Vermont
was-
Comedy Club.
How was that?
Oh, it was very sweet.
Fun.
Sweet and sticky.
Two of my favorite things.
I was going to say.
But we're so glad that you girls are doing this show now.
Yes,
This
yes.
is wonderful.
And being proper
Congratulations.
drag queens that we are, we brought you a welcoming gift.
Yes.
Yes, yes. This was given to us probably around 18, 19 years ago. And it's Our Lady of Triumphant Drag Queens candle. And you pray to this.
Okay.
You're down on your knees a lot anyway,
Yes.
so you might as well do some prayer here. And oh shoot, I gotta get my guy vocals on. I'm sorry. Oh, talk amongst yourselves.
So with the
But
candle,
it'll bring
do
you
we-
lots of good luck.
good luck. Do we put
Yes.
it in our mouth or just...
Well, the prayer is,
Okay.
with your great power, may I be assisted in my quest to become the best drag queen possible. Pave my runway in life with glittering rhinestones and provide me with abundant gowns of chiffon. Banish stubble from my existence forever and infuse my spirit with memories of Marilyn, Judy, and Liz. And as your representative of triumphant beauty, ensure my tiara is always straight. Amen.
Amen.
So there.
So
That candle has some power.
And of course, you had to have a copy of Slingback Cicero,
Yes, yes.
our very own documentary.
Oh,
Yes.
you didn't know
it's
that?
all about the girls in Beaver Pond and the boys who play them.
Yes.
Yes, it's a great history of
How did I
Burlington.
not know this existed?
I don't know.
Well, who's your research assistant?
Yes, it's on Netflix.
You can
Oh,
get
it's on Amazon.
it
It is on
Amazon.
Amazon. yes.
It's on
It
Amazon.
is?
Yes.
Wonderful.
But that's
70
your-
minutes. We have some things to watch.
Back some syrup.
That is so exciting.
You are the most involved queens in town.
Involved.
Well,
Involved all over the place.
That's one way of saying old.
I
Oh,
guess.
so
We've
have
been
been
around.
We've
I
been
was talking
around.
about the corners, but if you want to talk about age, like go ahead, take it your own way. Vermont Cares Aid Walk. Winter is a drag ball. Like, what is up next for you ladies?
The marathon.
Yes.
We
Yes.
helped with the marathon. This will be what? The
Our seventh or eighth year, yes,
Yeah.
that we've helped with the marathon. Earliest drag queen sighting, we have to be there for what, 6:30?
6 o'clock, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. So we are getting ready
standing
about
on the
11
corner
at
at
night.
Waiting for all the shirtless men, I assume.
We may be a lot of things when we ain't stupid.
But we're posted on the corner of Cherry and Church, and we direct the traffic because sometimes they're going both ways. maze.
Yeah.
And we have to keep people from crossing the street, and we exude power.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes. Crowd control.
Yes.
But we get so many smiles and high fives as the runners run by. And throughout the year, we get stopped a lot from people saying, hey, thank you for being at the marathon. You really boost our spirits when
Yeah.
we need it. So that's very rewarding.
They like the excitement on the street.
Yes.
And the color.
And we've also been on, part of their promotion on the side of the Hilton.
Yes, they've used us to promote
Full-size
the
posters?
marathon. And,
Oh my goodness.
We hate that.
Hopefully they'll have a better year this year because last year they had to call it off early.
Yes, it was so hot. It was so hot,
Yeah.
yes.
I was not complaining.
Well, where we were, it wasn't that bad. On Church Street, it's not that bad, but once you got down to the lake and all the other places they were running, it was awful.
But you were talking about years. It's like we've been doing this for ages, it seems like. I mean, for me, I know it's been 20.
And Marguerite and I have been for 25 years.
Yeah.
We first performed, yes.
New Year's Eve at the Sheraton for VGSA.
Vermont Gay Social Alternatives. It was an organization at the time. Several hundred people, and it was great. It was our debut. Craig Hilliard was our accompanist, and he's still our accompanist. Cindy Zook performed with us, and she also performs with us still. So for 25 years, we've had a nice troupe that we've developed. And then Lucy Bell came along. She's our foreign exchange student from Mississippi, and so she joined us, and so we created the House of Lemay.
Are you the sissy they can't take out of Mississippi? Okay.
You can't take the Mississippi out of
Trust me,
her.
take me out of Mississippi.
We call it Mississippi.
Yeah, you just can't take the Mississippi out of the girl.
Well, that's awesome. I was digging through the Cherry on Yolanda archives, and I feel like were there other people in the
there
house?
was Liza.
The house was
Liza
big.
Little.
Liza
Liza
Little.
Little.
Yeah. Yeah, we've had characters come and go.
She's on sabbatical right now. We're not sure where Liza is. I think she joined the Peace Corps. We're not sure.
She could be in prison.
Or Betty Ford.
But yeah, we have different characters from Beaver Pond who join us for our shows and performances.
Nice.
Yeah. And we have a wonderful band, the Decoys.
Yeah, sometimes we always perform with Craig Hilliard, our piano accompanist, but then we have a 4-piece band, the Decoys, who join us as well. So there's a 5-piece band that performs with us a lot of times.
We call it the Beaver Pond Orchestra.
the BPO.
Is there a jug player in your band?
Well, I tried, but I got so dizzy.
All that blowing.
Dizzier. She got dizzier.
Please. No, but Amber has played the washboard.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you did the tub bass.
The
Wash
wash tub bass.
Yes,
Something
we
like
have
that.
we have incorporated that.
Oh, auto harp.
Yes.
Betty Pearl. Yeah.
I played the ukulele in a show as well. So, yes.
So have I, but and a kazoo, okay?
Oh, yes, we're good kazoos.
That way I hit all the
Well,
notes.
Marguerite keeps sucking. She doesn't blow. She sucks.
She hasn't figured it out yet. Just hum.
So 25 years in the biz, you have seen drag transform throh the ages.
Even our own.
Yes.
We were not too Pretty at the beginning.
No.
Not that, well, yes, she is pretty, but some of us still are a work in progress.
It's always good to continue to improve, right?
That's it.
Exactly.
One of the things, Marguerite makes a lot of our outfits, especially our coordinating ones.
Yeah.
And so she made these.
It's hard to find out the rack that fits this rack. Don't you? Right?
I can completely, yes. I can empathize with that one. What was I?
We've seen a lot of changes with drag queens. I mean, there for a while, we were the only ones, and then we've seen people. Well, Cherry and Yolanda were really first, and then we came in after they did.
Yep. And for years, every time people would see us, they go, "Hi, Cherry. Hi, Yolanda." Evidently, we all look alike.
I know. All drag queens look the same.
Yeah, not in this setting. Look at
Everyone, when I'm walking down the street, Amber LeMay!
I'm sorry.
My God, Amber, you've had a lift. Oh, you're wearing that.
I take that
And
as
a
a
tuck,
compliment. I take that as a compliment.
Yes.
And we've seen lots of groups come through and go.
Yeah. Yeah. But we have nothing else better to do.
We
We're lonely.
Single and bitter.
Especially if it's to raise money for a good cause.
Yes.
We always love to do
But
that.
through the 25 years, we've raised literally hundreds of thousands of dollars and awareness for many organizations and groups, not just that are connected to the gay community, but also like the Ronald McDonald Charities, the Rotary Club, the Flint Theater.
Edmonds Middle School, remember that?
Edmonds Middle School. It was for their drama club. Well, we called it Future Drag Queens of America.
No, I thought it was Future Fags of America.
The FFX.
And Puppets in Education is another one.
Girls Who Rock. I saw
Yeah.
that video the other day.
Yeah.
But no, we like to be out in the community, and we feel that we're very comfortable being a part of the Burlington community. We like, some Saturday nights we'll say, hey, let's just dress up and walk down Church Street.
Yeah.
Yes.
And especially on Jazz Fest week. That's great. A lot of recognition.
And you
people
had
buy us
fun
drinks.
yesterday. Yeah, even better.
Free drinks?
Yes,
always.
Yes. We've hosted a couple holiday pub crawls, and
A
of course-
Snuggie pub crawl. Remember the Snuggie
Oh,
pub crawl?
yeah.
Do you know what the Snuggie?
Do you remember the Snuggies?
Oh, there's
They were the-
I do
the
remember the
blankets with the-
Snuggies. Yes.
It's a
They're the backwards
Snuggies.
bathrobe.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So we customized.
I feel like I don't know anything, so I'm like, no, I must not know this. No.
But no, it was a Snuggie pub
Teach
crawl.
me.
Everyone wore a Snuggie. Some bedazzled them, some
Yeah.
cut them up, and
A lot of us sewed them up, so you didn't have that.
I'm gonna wear a Snuggie on the next episode, actually.
Cool.
Yeah.
Snuggies
I will
are-
take. Yep, I'm gonna take that challenge.
The Snuggie
Yeah,
challenge.
tune
You'll
in
do a
next
pub
week.
crawl all by yourself in the studio.
You can really accessorize one of those really well.
I'm gonna give it a whirl.
Yeah.
Watch and see.
Yeah.
well, and currently one of my projects is hosting Drag Bingo at Mr. Sister. I'm doing that on every other Tuesday. So come on out. We raise money for good causes. Right now, we're raising money for the Solidarity March that's in Montpelier on June 10th. So we're raising funds for that. But come on for Drag Bingos from 8 to 10 on Tuesday. Come early and you can watch your show.
Yes.
We'll watch your show ahead of time. And so come on down. And on the 23rd, we'll be having the Drag Bingo, but also Real Masson, who is our jeweler. He's going to be selling drag
Staff
jewelry.
jeweler.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, back in Beaver
The
Pond.
house. Yeah, this house.
Jewels by Real.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
but he's going to have drag jewelry there for sale with all money going to the Solidarity March as well. So that's on the Tuesday the
see those.
23rd.
They're so tiny. Those little things.
I'm a little worried about attending Drag Bingo. I hear that there's a stupid tax.
Yes, if you say something, do something, or ask something stupid, you have to pay a quarter. It is a stupid tax. We've had people who just come up, here's $20.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Or back in the day, Lady Zeno used to run it at Pearls, and we miss her dearly. And she was the top fundraiser that year from Drag Bingo Dollar a Game for Pride that year.
$5,000 she raised just on stupid tax and selling bingo.
At
yes.
one event?
Well, no, it's throughout the year.
Oh, for the whole series.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that was back in 2001.
2000, yeah.
Yep. And someone would walk in the door and she'd yell, "Hey, did you bring your roll of quarters?" And she could get away with that.
Yes.
We sound mean and rude when we do that.
They turn around and walk out the door.
Just go,
They're like, shit, no. I don't carry cash.
"Oh,
Bye.
wow. Mommy, that woman scares me."
We've been in the Mardi Gras parade several years.
Oh,
For a
yes.
while, we had our own float, but that became too much work.
And too cold.
Then we rode on the 7-day float for a couple of years as well. Now we just like to go and walk around and,
Go to a bar and drink.
yeah.
Have lots
There's a
of
common
drinks.
theme here.
Pub crawl, drinks,
Yes.
free drinks.
Yes, yes.
And our motto is, the more you drink, the better we look.
That is.
It's the standardized model for all queens. So, talking about the drag scene and what you've been doing for all these years, like, how has the drag scene evolved here?
Well, it's more open because when we first started, we would pretty much just stay in the bar until
Yeah.
we just had to do a drag queen survivor. And that was during
Mardi Gras? Yeah.
And we had contestants. They had no idea what they were going to be doing. And we sent them out on Church Street on a scavenger hunt.
In drag.
In drag. They'd never done that before. And I don't think anyone ever seen that many drag queens on Church Street
it
before.
was quite the
But it was
event.
very well, everybody accepted it.
Yeah.
It was fine, no
Yeah.
problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were out there for a couple of hours collecting their goods. And
So what did they have to find on Church Street?
they had to go in certain bars, get like Matchbox covers. That's back when you could smoke in the bar. Get Matchbox covers, napkins, or prove that you were in there. And that was before selfies, so we didn't even have the pleasure of doing a selfie to show that you were in the bar. Yeah, and then they had to collect so many signatures.
On Church Street.
On Church
And then he
Street.
came back and we had some games for them as well.
Did they win anything? That seems like a lot of work.
Yeah, I think there was a
I'm
trip.
I'm from the instant
JetBlue
grind.
we had a pair of tickets from JetBlue, I think, that year. And
JetBlue.
Not
Yeah.
bad.
Whoa.
No, no.
So,
We just
yeah.
look cheap.
Let's see, there was one tribe was called the Sluts and one was the Whores.
Yeah.
We need some. We need.
And
this
then they
is
would
like
vote people off after every
goodness.
round.
It was a series.
Well, no, it was
Oh,
one
round
night.
all within
One
one night.
night.
Yeah.
night.
So you keep sending them out, is
Yeah,
what you're saying.
yeah.
They had a list.
And then they had to do a little hunt inside the bar.
For
It made
certain
them go
things.
around. It was upstairs and downstairs. That was the old Pearls. Yeah, on 135 Pearl.
And these are we talking about straight people here?
No, they're
Are
all
we talking
drag
about-
queens.
All
They're all
drag
drag
queens.
queens.
So
Yeah.
people
Hey,
who have
they're
done
There was
drag
like 10 of us.
before.
Yeah.
Done. Okay.
Okay.
Some were in drag for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it was always fun, the next generation and how everything has evolved and the talent. It's amazing. There's an audience for all of us, you know, and the next generation is wonderful.
Well, we unfortunately don't sing, and that's our downfall.
Oh, no, that's there's different types.
No, everybody's got their own talent.
Yeah.
You know, looking through the archives on the VCAM website of Sherry and Yolanda, it was always and
Yolanda
sings
sings
the
the
song, and
Yeah.
she would always
Oh,
sing out the show.
Yolanda's wonderful. I don't know if you've ever had the pleasure of meeting her.
At Drag
Returns of
Ball.
Drag Ball.
Oh, okay. 2 years
three-
ago.
Yeah,
2
yeah,
years
go.
ago. Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's very talented.
Yes.
What a
Yeah.
great person.
Yes.
Good heart.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. She definitely gave us a nice little note when she found out that we were doing
yeah.
this. And
Very
So
supportive.
we connected. Yeah.
Very
yeah,
supportive.
Completely. So you will be singing Colorado
Yes.
later in the segment, and so that's an original tune.
Well, no.
No?
This was it was like 20 years ago. We did a production of Nonsense in drag, except we had one. The novice was played by a female, Serena Magnin, and my friend Jerry from Ohio came up to direct us, and he ended up being in the show as well. But he brought a friend of his from New York, who was the house manager for a production of When Pigs Fly, which was this off-Broadway show. And we had heard about it, and there was a couple songs in there that we really liked. But we couldn't find the sheet music at the time. And so we asked the guy, I said, could you send us the sheet music for Colorado and a few others? And he goes, no. He says, people have asked us for that, and we were very private about that because we want to keep it for ourselves. And so I said, well, fine.
She's the nice one, remember? She's the nice one.
Well, they left, and then 2 or 3 days later in the mail, we got the sheet music for Colorado.
Yeah.
So we were the first people outside of the cast of When Pigs Fly to sing it in public. And so we take that very seriously. So we've been singing it for almost 20 years. And it came to a point where we thought, well, maybe we don't have to sing it anymore because everything's going great in the world for gays, you know?
It was really
Marriage
good there for a
equality,
while.
everything. But all of a sudden, things kind of are turning back. And so the importance and the meaning is still needed there.
Yeah. Cher's old song, Turn Back Time. Well, he did. Oh, boy.
And also one of my favorite songs is called Bigger is Better. And that's from When Pigs Fly also.
Yeah, if you ever get a chance to see it, it's a great show. It's really good. The guy that wrote it never got to live to see it performed on stage.
But fun music.
Yes.
That's in our music list when we're getting ready. We have music in the background, and that's one of them. And
The show tunes. Or disco.
or just Village People is in there too this week.
Yes.
So.
These look very disco inspired.
Shiny
Yeah.
is my favorite
right.
color.
Yeah, as long as it's shiny and stretches.
So you're the seamstress in the group, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
My alter ego, century ago, taught costume design and construction at one of the state colleges. And he also designed a few of lyric theater shows. So, yep, and been in a couple. Our friend Bob Bolliard has done amazing shows with Lyric also. So, yes.
Yeah, I don't know him.
You don't want to. No.
So was getting into theater when you were younger the reason that you got into drag ultimately, or was there another
I
inspiration?
think so, because before we formed the Lemays, we were part of the Vermont Cares Cabaret Players, and we would sing and raise money for Vermont Cares. And then Mike and Bob became the Green Mountain Gay Boys, and
Back when we were boys.
sing and tell jokes, but people didn't find that too amusing. So we started putting on dresses, and people thought that was amusing. They liked that, so here we
Just
are.
getting away with this music. That, Mike is a second base, nothing is written other than Old Man River. But all of a sudden when you can sing all these wonderful songs, not written for you, but, it's wonderful.
No, it's a form of, these are characters that we present, yes.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to date anyone that wants to date Marguerite.
You're not into that type of thing?
Well, we have a saying in Beaver Pond, spit or sweat, you're going to get wet if you're next to Marguerite.
Bitches.
Well,
Usually when we do a show, no one sits in the front row.
The splash zone was something.
One show we did hand out splash cards.
The makeup hairspray ones where you put, bitches. But it's true.
So, talking about this turbulent political time, how can I forget to mention the League of Drag Queen Voters?
Oh, we love the League of Drag
Jeez.
Queen Voters.
Yeah.
Can you
Yes.
tell those who do not know about it a little bit more?
You know the story well.
Yeah, well, oh God. We did restart. It was
The
back
press.
in 2008, I do believe. It was up for election. Obama was running for the first time, and we decided, okay, there's a lot of crazy folks out there that are going to be voting, so you better get out there and vote because we were. And it's like, and so you just have to go in there and make sure that you vote. You have to step into that booth, pull that curtain, and do what comes natural.
Yes, and our motto is, don't blow it, vote. So we encourage people to go out and vote. And so before every election, we go out with our signs
Yep.
that say, don't blow it, vote, and walk up and down Church Street or into City Hall
Just to
Park.
encourage everyone to vote. It's
Yes.
like, just get out there, register, and vote.
Yes, it's very important.
Because your
We've had-
voice does count.
Yes. We've had some great pictures in the farmers market with different local celebrities.
We've been with Pat Leahy. We have Bernie Sanders. We've had the past 4 mayors of Burlington, Peter Welch,
Chief of Police.
Chief of Police. Yeah, they all don't. They know they need to have their picture taken with us.
I feel like
rite of
everyone.
passage.
Well, we do have a cute story about someone that his wife wouldn't let him take his picture with us one time.
Scandalous.
So we won't bring that.
No, we probably
won't
shouldn't.
mention
No
names.
TMZ exclusive here?
No, but he knows who it is.
Well, one day we will be able to dig that out of you.
Our memoirs.
Yes.
Are they in the works?
Well, this was part of the film festival in 2008 in the Vermont International Film Festival. And so we're hoping to do another one maybe sometime in the future called The Sequin.
Oh, I love it. Well, if you're looking for someone to cast,
Me? Yeah. Thanks so much, hon.
you're welcome.
Well, thank you so much for joining us
Oh,
today.
yeah, we're just very happy for you.
Yeah,
and
and good
wish you the
luck.
best.
Yes.
And we can't wait to see the show every week.
Yeah, because we know it's just going to get better and better.
The plan. And improving, right, Marguerite?
Always.
Always get a little better.
Work in progress.
Yes,
That's
always
right.
a work in progress. Perfect.
Wow.
So we are going to step 2
Rearrange.
for Colorado.
All right.
In state after state, the legislature wants to regulate human nature. In short, from sea to shining sea, they want to tell you who to be. They can pass all the statutes that they please. Acorns won't grow into maple trees. Besides those differences they hate are the street that makes this country great. Only fools would write those laws. They simply can't succeed because
You can't take the the color out of Colorado.
You can't take the Mary out of Maryland.
As John
Philip Sousa says, I can't march if I can't hear the boys in the band. You can't take the sissy out of Mississippi.
It's his home and he won't go away.
And his QED, it's as plain as ABC. You need us to make the USA. You can't kick our asses out of Massachusetts.
Or separate the 10% from Tennessee.
Utah could never be the Beehive State if the hairdressers went absentee. You can't take the homo out of Oklahoma.
It's their home and they won't go away.
In the land of the free, diversity's the key. You need us to make the USA. Who will never be passé in old El Paso? Who will always know what's new in New Orleans? Chicago with no chic could be boring in a week.
And you can't have New York City without Queens.
You cannot forget the Staten Island Ferry.
And who always keeps Santa Fe?
Yes, we're proud to state we help make this country great. You need us to make the USA. Oh, there's more. Go on, take the Virgin out of West Virginia.
Take the orgy out of Georgia if you must.
You could drive that evil out of Wisconsin.
And leave Illinois' ills in the dust.
You could try to take the KY from Kentucky.
Though I doubt that you'll get very far.
But you'll never take the color out of Colorado. Don't you realize who we are? We're the friendly teller at your bank.
We're the teacher in your Sunday school.
We're the guy who fixed your water tank.
We're the cute little lifeguard at the pool.
We're the nice young man who bought your car.
We're the ladies singing on the radio.
La 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 la. We're your favorite daytime TV star.
All kinds of people you already know.
We're doctors, lawyers, movers, shakers, friends and neighbors, policy makers. And remember this about us. America couldn't do without us. Think of Provincetown, Key West, and San Francisco. Without us, there'd be a lot more like Fort Wayne. We're part of America the beautiful. Remember the fruit and plains. We're all marching to a master orchestration. So please let all our instruments play. And to leave no doubt, one more time we'll spell it out. You need us to make the USA. You need us to make the
Amazing, ladies.
We prefer l'amazing. But
Yes.
we got a little off there because of hearing problems. We're okay. We're happy with it.
Yes. Thank you.
My miracle ear wasn't turned quite out.
Next time, we will make sure. We'll do all the adjusting beforehand.
Oh, that was fun.
Oh, that was wonderful.
That was our
Thank
situation, not
you.
yours.
We expect to see you again in the future.
Oh, we hope to.
Please.
Perfect. Yes. Sometimes we don't get asked back in certain things.
There are certain bars where,
It's all those free drinks that we were talking about earlier, right?
yeah, they're going broke.
As we know. Well, please tune in next week. We have a wonderful lineup again. Steph Pappas.
We have Major Face.
And we're gonna do an old gold review of summer outfits coming your way.
Nice.
Gold,
We
of
love our
course.
gold.
Fashion.
Love old gold.
Level
Yeah.
gold.
Yeah.
And
Well, these are from Old Gold.
ooh, show them off. And my balls are from the
And what nice ones you packed on.
They shake and rattle a little bit too. And as always, if you have feedback, want to tell us how amazing we are, just send us an email at nightpaintofficial@gmail.com. We would love to hear from you. Tune in next week for the tea.
Bye.
Bye.